So how you doing? This is the holy basil bush here that we have. It comes back every year. It's very thick. It attracts a lot of bees. The praying mantises like to be in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of sprigs off, and then I'm going to just put them in the bag. I'm going to take it home, and I'm going to make a tea with it. And the tea is actually super beneficial to you. It has, along with some vitamins and minerals, which I'm not really aware of what they are, but they're supposed to be really good for your blood pressure, and it's soothing to smell. It's just such a nice aromatic plant. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm just going to cut some sprigs here and just cut it off. It don't matter, just grab a whole bunch. That's all I'm gonna do. Just grab a bunch, and it smells so good. Just like I used to just crumble it and just smell it off my fingers because it's so soothing. I'm gonna make a candle. So holy basil, folks. Now you can just use the leaves. You don't need to use the flowers, but I hear you can use the flowers as well. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some Tulsi tea, which is also known as holy basil. And here's are the sprigs that I picked yesterday, nice and fresh. Now you can dry this stuff and crumble it and use it more like in a tea seeper or some kind of brewing seepage, or however you make tea. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up a bunch of it. Just hack at it. It doesn't matter, Just get it, the flowers and all, petals, everything. So we're just going to throw it in there. When the water gets to temperature and starts to boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the water, and I'm going to let it boil for 10 minutes, and I'm going to let it simmer, most likely with the lid on it. And then what I'm going to do is I've already got my cup ready with a coffee filter. I'm going to use a coffee filter to just pour it in there and then take the good stuff, and then we're going to drink it and see how it is. Now I'm just putting in enough. You can put in as much as you want, but I'm not really sure the exact measurements, but just put a whole bunch in there. The longer you boil it, the more of the juice you're going to get out of it. So I'm going to grab a bunch and just stick it in there and look it down with the skizzers. Yeah, and we'll just let that bubble in there or boil in there, and we'll come back in 10 minutes. So it's been roughly 10 minutes, and what we're going to do is I have my sieve here with a little coffee filter because that's the best I got, because I'm a boy and I'm single. So this is what I do to get by. So what I'm going to do is get my trusty glove on, my big oven mitt, and we're going to turn off the heat there, and we're just going to pour it in there. That's probably not the best way to do it. I'm gonna make a total mess, folks, but obviously you can figure out a better way to do this than I did. See, and we'll see it just in a second. Just strain it off a little bit. So what I have is this dark liquid in here. I'm going to let it cool off a little bit because there's no way I can drink that right now. It'll burn my mouth. So we'll come back in a second and do a little taste test. All right, so here's to your health. It's really not that bad. It tastes quite watery, actually. I think I could have boiled it a little longer, but it's not bad at all. Like, it's very nice, and it smells good too. The scent alone would make great candles. But this is supposed to help with like blood pressure. If you take this, there's stuff you can do to help with acne. It helps with digestion, anxiety. There's all kinds of proven things for like thousands of years. People have been eating this and drinking it. So try some Tulsi, some holy basil. Put it in your diet today. Easy to grow, great for the bees. Absolutely. We'll see ya. Well, I gotta flip the compost. It's that time of year. I might as well mix some of this stuff in here. So I'm just gonna mix it up, and then you'll kind of see what it looks like when it's all done. It's a lot of the greens and organics and stuff are on the top, and there's some of the old dirt on the bottom. So we definitely want to mix it up so that over the winter worms can get at it, and I'll be able to use this next spring. So just a quick toss, you know, try to bury a few things. Let it do its thing. I grabbed another scoop of my other pile, which got a bit of clay in it. So, you know, gotta mix it around, get it all mixed in there nice and good. Get lots of food in there for the winter for the worms. And in spring, this should all be broken down. I do have more organics probably to add to this as I go. But let's get back to the greenhouse. That's my priority, it's my passion. And you know me, I just love working on the greenhouse. It never ends. Alright, so I got some new arrivals here. I got 2 blueberry, 2 blackberry, and 2 raspberry. And the blueberries are Northland blueberries. I don't really go by a lot of varieties. I got black silk blackberries. And I think I have 2 different types of raspberries, or maybe I don't. Yes, I have the Meeker and Tulamin. And what these are ideal for is that there's such a nice plume at the bottom here that when I put this into the ground, I'm going to mound it up and over this so that I get I can actually propagate this for next year. So what I'll do is I'll dig it up next year, and then I'll pull it together and I'll separate it, and then I'll end up with 5 or 6 out of 1. So that's the idea, and that's probably the best way to propagate these types of plants. The Hascap, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries all can do that. So this is what I got. Now I'm gonna head out to the back there and do some prepping on the greenhouse and keep going. All right, I'm back at it again. Out here at Branching Out Permaculture. We're going to be putting in more glass and glazing it up and solidifying it. I'm starting on this side, which is the north side, because I didn't want to put too much sail on the south side, because if the wind ever came up this hill and hit that, it could just take out my entire greenhouse. So we're hoping that never happens. Again, these poles are not in the ground. There is no cement in part of this. It's all on platforms and on patio stones. But I'm going to go get some more butyl tape, open up the second box, and start going. I'm going to strip all this up, and then I'm going to get going on the glass. Hang on, give her a shake, Eric. So we're pulling out these red pears, and we're really just gonna make some of it, so it don't matter much. So we shook most of them out of there. It's a good thing you're in a good position without your hard hat. Yeah, if we could get up one nook one branch or something, like get up there, you'd be all right. Don't hurt yourself though. It's raining pear. And my cat, he thinks he's a squirrel. Went up there after a woodpecker. And that's how he gets down, I guess. Look at that. He'll probably just jump the rest of the way. Boy. Good boy. You're a good cat, Barney.